How's that one doing? I'm starting a new dynasty. It's giving me my #1 team in college football, which is the Ohio State Buckeyes. I'm playing as the head coach because, you know, this is my dynasty. Wyandotte can be the coach in real life, you know, when college football comes back and I start watching it. But this is my dynasty. I wanted to make me as a coach, you know. So I post something on my YouTube channel. So I'll be doing Black Ops 1 campaign part 2 tomorrow night when I get home from work. And like I said, if I complete Black Ops 1 campaign tomorrow night, I'm gonna be doing it. I'll be starting Call of Duty Black Ops 2 campaign Wednesday night. So I posted that. You'll see it on my channel or my posts for my channel, what my plan is. Like I did. So I wasn't joking, I will be switching between Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync and Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 campaigns. And then when I'm not in the mood to do those, like a part for those games, I'll do college football 27. So let's get started. As you know, I already got my recruiting stuff all good. So let's play our first game. Yeah, I decided to do my #1 team in college football. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes. I've been an Ohio State Buckeyes fan since, it's like when I was still in high school, like junior or sophomore year. Actually, no, it was actually before. It was like before I went into high school. I think it was like when I was still in middle school, I became an Ohio State Buckeyes fan and been a Buckeyes fan since. So let's get started.
Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Ball State Cardinals and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Ball State's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Ohio State's offense will go on the attack first. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
Hey, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, and the ability to be...
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Maybe some room here. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cardinals offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to focus on him and make others beat you.
Well, they talked to us this week on defense. They said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out. But we know he's going to line up in different spots. So, obviously, we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
Caught by Smith. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. second down, they'll go to the air. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing a third and long. Calls his own number. QB got it himself. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Downfield on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point. (14-3). Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. RPO complete to open the drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to... Or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack. Them in a bad situation, backed up close to their own end zone.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be...
will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it. And at the 50. Julian with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll run it. It's Jackson. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. He's got 98 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here.
And he will score! Touchdown, Buckeye!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
To the air on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last big play, one that can really jump-start a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Here comes the heat. Gets it out fast. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. They're going to test the right side with this one. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They start the season as the #1 team in the country. You want to talk about having a bullseye on your back from day one.
Yeah, bullseye, but that also...
Finding some room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Here's the pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. On the run from inside his own 5. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cardinals sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though, I can tell you. Hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Jackson. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Got his man on the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking left. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. The 30. The 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Ball State. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway.
Number 92, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll go play action with Sayin. Takes a shot as he lets it go.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Sayin. Under fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Buckeyes will try to move the chains on 4th down. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Snags it, and there's running room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Buckeye! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Running inside. It's Horton. Nowhere to go on. He's got it again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back.
There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes
could be an alley. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to fire on second down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Gets it out quickly. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Bringing the heat. And he never had a chance.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Ward. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason, and injury this early in the year. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big... that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside. It's Jackson. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Say it. Caught. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Hands it off on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Fires quickly. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver's...
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll try the counter. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with North Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the home team, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back over to your game in Columbus. Through 2 quarters today, we've seen these 2 passing attacks just pick apart these defenses. Short throws, intermediate throws, even a few deep completions. An aerial exhibition so far. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, I caught up with the Ball State head coach at the half. They have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the third quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said, we have got to start asserting ourselves up front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the third. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Maybe a crease. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Makes a pass to Marker. All kinds of room to the right. Pass to 30. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They'll try to further to their lead. And the extra point is good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense. They'll go to the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Good, solid tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys...
Caught, and he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Jackson. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the offense goes at it again. He's already got 5 catches, Jesse. So this quarterback, he looks like he's locking in on this guy. And the defense, I think they kind of got a clue and made a big play.
You're absolutely right, David. As a quarterback, you got to be careful you don't predetermine who you're going to throw to. This guy's been uncoverable so far. So I get it. You want to get him more touches, but you have to let the coverage dictate who gets the football. And give the defender credit that time. He knew where the ball was going. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay for it, taking it all the way to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. They give it to him again. Got room to work. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll park it at the 34. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Play fake, say it. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Oh, what a move to get room. Snowed under by the defense.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's a heat. Buried before he could blink.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Off the play fake. Gets it to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, say it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. Snags it and he's open. To the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for space, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Lofts one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Cardinals will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Got a little grass. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
3rd down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the 1st down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Here's Sayin to throw. Here comes the heat. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that?
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeye! He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He'll toss it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On the ground, it's Jackson. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They go right back to him. Here's a little room there. Inside the touchdown, Buckeyes! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thacker. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires deep on the run. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Sayin bears the pressure. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Jackson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes a catch. Oh, what a move to get open. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. On the run, it's Jackson. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Breaks the tackle. Inside the 25. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. And the Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the transfer, 1st carry of the season. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense.
There's a crease. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories. And obviously, they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose. But it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing.
There he goes. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Jackson. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback
makes the catch and he's free. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Floats it out in space. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen. But did you see how fast the safety came screaming?
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Manning. The screen. He can go. Turning it on.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Fires to the middle. It's complete. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And here comes the punt team. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Arch is going to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Say it. Right on the money. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. There's some room. Made a defender miss. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Finding open areas. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on
Move back.
side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that.
Breaks into the open. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Throwing. Say it. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is...
I'm guessing he must be very, very bored right now. Send me all these.
A force to be reckoned with.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession.
I could tell. I could tell.
Feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Makes the quick grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. Manning. That's reeled in. It smothers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take off. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter. Off the RPO, complete. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Play action, here's Manning. Throws to the wideout. On the left side, here's Coleman. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far.
There's your cow. The one of the mascots for Texas Longhorns.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Arch Madness. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down and the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Slips a tackle. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the back. Running inside. It's Smothers. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Now facing a third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. Kept it and he's past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one and they get it down to the 27.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
So now it's second and long. To throw, Manning. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Run in the red zone, it's Smothers. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Just feeds the running back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. using his feet. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move, it's Jackson. Ripping through the defense. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Maybe some room here. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Say it. Fires to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball back.
There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's his third score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. The run inside. It's Smothers. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. quick release on the RPO. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Manning with a play fake. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Manning from the gun on third down. Wiggles free. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down? A scramble play. Everything's...
Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorn! Extra point here will tie the game.
And I don't think you can out-throw this guy. I mean, just throw it as deep as you possibly can, Palmer. I don't think you had the arm for this guy because that dude can fly. Just throw it up down the field like he does right there, and he just goes and gets it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just don't have to overthink it, right, David? Just let your fastest guy run in a straight line, run by everybody, and make a big play down the field.
He's on the loose. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line after a spectacular return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it on the counter. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Back and forth they go as these 2 high-powered attacks continue to flood the end zone.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Arts to throw. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Manning from the gun on third down. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost passed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Art's going to spin it again. Punch it out of the air. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Manning to throw. pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Oh, it's blocked. He picks it up. The 20, past the 10, touchdown Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our college football update show. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte taking on the number 9 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
This is what I call a game right here. It's got to keep playing D. Can't let them get back in this. Let's continue this.
And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back to the ground with the running back. Nice move there. Finding some room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Play fake, Julian Sayed. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Here's Julian saying to throw. Fires to the big fella. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. What a cut. Now he's loose. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Number 96, set to kick off Texas.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Picks up the 1st down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This guy is having a truly special day, calling to mind the afternoon that Trace Sermon or Eddie George had, putting up huge numbers.
I mean, that's incredible. Just when you play and you put on that uniform and you know the guys that wore it before you and wore it so well, and you get your name mentioned in those L's and those history books, man, it's a good day.
Could be an alley. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Throwing Manning. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
It's complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
The give to Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Manning on play action. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you've put them in a very predictable passing situation.
He's got it down the middle. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Running inside, it's Jackson. At the 40, there he goes. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got some room, it was over. Into the end zone for the 7th time in this game.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Arch is going to throw for it. Here's a heat. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. On first down, here comes this offense. The run inside, it's Smothers.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smothers. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires complete on the crosser. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Tackled there by the defense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Manning. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! He got it, beat down in bounds! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse. And this breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Here's Julian saying to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Sayin on the play action. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Morris. Quickly out to the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Working the middle. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Got it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. It's a reverse. Across the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
You gotta love it. The offense dials up a little misdirection. Go in one direction, then they give the ball back the other way. This is a great way to get the ball to your speedsters, to your playmakers. They hand it to him on the reverse, and most importantly, he moves the sticks and
maybe a crease. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock.
Big guy tries to barrel in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Julian with the play fake. He wants it all. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State. His 8th touchdown of the game.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They go play action with Manning. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Got a little grass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown running left. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And the defense drags him down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Inside the 35. Here's a little room there. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tight end now in motion. Unloads quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Well, that's going to do it for part one of my EA Sports College Football 27 Dynasty Ohio State Buckeyes. Like I said, tonight I'll be doing Call of Duty Black Ops 1 campaign tonight when I get home from work. Have a great night. Peace. Oh, Andy was watching.